In North Korea, life in the provinces is a daily struggle for survival, with a reality so brutal that it is hard to believe until one sees it. In most villages, electricity appears only for an hour or two in the middle of the night, and the rest of the day passes in darkness, which becomes the natural state of existence. Life without light means not only the absence of comfort, but also the lack of any protection against cold, filth, and danger. When the sun sets, houses sink into darkness that hides both helplessness and quiet acts of desperation. The lack of gas and stoves forces most families to cook over fire, lit in brick stoves or on makeshift hearths on the ground. In winter, the temperature falls below zero, and houses without heating turn into icy cages where people sleep in jackets, hats, and gloves. Many fall asleep in the cold that seeps through blankets and clothes, and some never wake up. Freezing to death in one's own home is not uncommon. Hospitals exist only in name. They are empty buildings without electricity, without equipment, and without medicine, where hope relies on prayer or alcohol. Doctors, if any remain, have nothing to treat with. There are no antibiotics, no painkillers, not even bandages. Food is a luxury that must be fought for every day. Most meals are based on corn, rice, and wild plants gathered from nearby forests. Meat reaches the table perhaps once every few months, if a family is lucky, has someone in the military, or access to the black market. During times of famine, residents are forced to eat grass, roots, and tree bark, boiling them in water, trying to deceive the hunger that does not relent. This drama is not a myth. It is daily life in a state that shows the world propaganda images full of smiles and flags. A day in the provinces begins as early as 5 in the morning with forced labor, often in collective farms, where neither age nor health matters. Children, the elderly, and women work for more than a dozen hours a day, regardless of snow, rain, or heat. The system knows no mercy. Any attempt to refuse work may end in prison, a camp, or the loss of food rations, which are insufficient for survival anyway. Official shops stand empty, so the only chance to obtain anything is the black market, the illegal bazaars known as Jangmadang. There, homemade alcohol, clothes, and even foreign goods smuggled from China are sold, but only to those who have something to trade. Trade is forbidden, but tolerated, because the authorities know that without it, some people would simply die of hunger and cold. Even moving between villages is forbidden. Without a special permit, one cannot leave one's village, and breaking this ban can result in arrest. In a country where every road leads through a checkpoint, a trip to a neighboring town can end in arrest and interrogation. In every North Korean village, even the one most forgotten by the world, there lives someone who listens, watches, and reports every suspicious conversation. No one knows who the informer is. It may be a neighbor, a teacher, or even someone from the family, because informers are everywhere and operate in silence. A single word, an innocent joke about the leader, is enough to be dragged from one's home in the middle of the night and never return. Fear is like oxygen, present in every breath, every conversation, and every thought that could be misunderstood. Religion does not exist in this reality. It has been completely replaced by the cult of the Kims, which rules minds with fanatical precision. On the walls of homes, it is forbidden to hang paintings, crosses, or Buddhist symbols. Only portraits of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, always clean and at eye level. Possessing a Bible can lead to being sent to a camp or even executed. Spiritual faith has been deemed an act of treason against the earthly God in the form of the leader. Children from the age of 5 are taught songs of praise, principles of loyalty, and that America and South Korea are the greatest evils in the world. Indoctrination is not an addition to education. It completely replaces it, shaping generations ready to denounce their own parents. School is not a place of learning, but a center of ideological formation, where love for the state surpasses love for family. Water, without which there is no life, is often dirty, contaminated, and deadly. Residents draw it from rivers, ditches, and wells into which waste flows. The lack of sewage systems, filters, or any sanitary control leads to diseases that have not existed in other countries for decades. People drink what they have, even if they know it may kill them, because they have no other alternative. Houses in the provinces do not resemble homes. They are huts made of clay, wood, and sheet metal, often with holes in the roofs and without glass in the windows. In winter, it is just as cold inside as outside, and the wind whirls through the rooms, where there is nothing but a straw mattress and a plastic bowl. One goat, chicken, or pig is, for many families, the only chance of survival. Animals are treated as property more valuable than money or clothes. Their meat is a treasure, their milk is life, and their presence determines whether the children will have anything to eat for the coming weeks. Television? Only for the chosen few, because most families in the provinces have neither electricity nor a receiver, and if they do, only one channel. This channel does not broadcast news, show movies, or teach anything. It transmits propaganda all day long, praising the leader and expressing contempt for the world. Every program looks the same: smiling people, huge banners, patriotic music, and a constant message about the nation's greatness. Contact with the outside world is forbidden. It is not allowed to own foreign phones, to call, write, or even look towards the border. For attempting contact with a foreigner, one can end up in prison and often disappear without a trace. No one dares to ask what happened. The authorities fear one thing: that the truth about life in this country will leak outside and destroy the illusion of greatness that has been built for years on suffering. For the inhabitants of the provinces, there is no future. They have no access to education, technology, travel, or even dreams of anything beyond survival. Many of them dream of escape, but they know perfectly well that attempting to cross the border means not only their own death, but also revenge on their entire family. In a country where life is worth less than silence, hope is the greatest threat. And that is precisely why it is crushed already in childhood. The shocking truth about the provinces is not a distant problem, but the cry of people trapped in a system that should never have existed.